Oh, I told you, I can't get excited. Yes.
Can you guys hear me? Perfect. So if anyone's fasting or going on and you feel fast, we have dates outside. You guys can go find dates on the second floor near the sponsor area. Yeah. You're starting in like 5 minutes. Okay. I don't get that. I still think about one mistake. Get a little louder.
Is there any louder? Little bit. Okay. Good. Very nice, very nice. It's really weird to hear my voice echo. Public speaking is very difficult, so please bear with me. But welcome to See You Having Six. Make some noise. So awesome seeing all of you guys show up. 2 weeks ago, we had no idea who was gonna pull up, but here we are. So my name is Ashna. I'm the co-lead of See You Hacking. And I'm Isabella. I'm also the co-lead of See You Hacking this year. Okay, so first of all, we'd like to begin by acknowledging that we live, gather, and organize on the traditional unceded territories of the Algonquin Nation. So, I want everyone who hasn't been to a hackathon before to put up their hands. Okay, wait, that's actually a lot more than I expected. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what a hackathon is, think of it as a 36-hour marathon, no running involved because that sucks. But you get to build something cool, you win prizes, meet friends, network, and maybe get a job out of that, you know? The economy is really bad. So our journey so far. So a little bit about who we are. So we started out in 2016 and we had 4 in-person hackathons up until January 2020. And we all know what happened in 2020. So we had 1 online hackathon in 2021. And after that, well, unfortunately there weren't many See You Hacking hackathons after that. However, look who we're here now, making a comeback. And in fact, has anyone been to See You Hacking before? Yeah, and I figured maybe just like 3 or 4. Well, because it's been a while, and so we're trying to bring back to the community and give you guys a fun time. Getting into our amazing sponsors. So these are all of our amazing sponsors. We honestly could not have done it without them. cuHacking is our title sponsor. They honestly like basically revived us. Thank you so much. They're all sitting over there. If you guys want to wave.
All right, now I know what most of you guys are here for are the challenges, so you guys wanna know what you're building the project for, what you'll be submitting for, what you'll be winning, so let's get right into it. So first of all, we have our general challenges, so there's the best overall challenge. So if you came in here with a amazing idea, and you're not sure if it'll fit in any of your categories, you don't have to worry about it, we have our best overall project, so we'll be judging you on your creativity, your innovation, the idea itself, how impactful it will be, your execution of your idea, stuff like that. Just overall, the best project, the top 3 will be considered for our best overall project. And the top 5 will be considered for our Wolfram Alpha Award, where Wolfram Alpha is providing their certificate and the free 1-year subscription to Wolfram Alpha 1. Next, so we have our best hardware hacks. So for those of you who have any Arduinos lying around and you have to find any weird boards that you never knew what to do with, and you want to build a cool project, you can submit those for our hardware hacks. So you can make cool projects, see what you can do with it, and we'll judge you on it. And if you're not interested in any of the implementation part, you just want to make a cool looking UI that people can use for your website, for your projects, you can use Figma to create a cool looking UI and we'll judge you on it. Find out what the best one is, you have a chance to win that. Next one, we have the Bootbot fan art competition. So Bootbot is our robot representation of Steve Hacking as a whole. We don't have a particular image of where it is, so there's some examples, there's this version of it, there's the versions you see on your tote bag, so there's different versions of it. It's up to your interpretation. Make whatever you want with your imagination, make a cool drawing of it, and we'll judge it. If we like it the most, you'll win it. Next, the marketing challenge. So hackathons aren't just about making your submissions, it's about the entire experience. There's the events you're attending, the workshops, all the working progress of it. So what we're asking you guys is to take some photos, videos of you guys enjoying your hackathon experience. So going to the events, doing the workshops, doing the little competitions in between, working, and take some pictures, videos of it, collect it all, put it into a Google Drive, and then we will judge. We'll see whoever's videos and images we like the best.
And whoever has the best marketing for their cuHacking experience, we will have a chance to win the marketing challenge. And then, how many of you guys here are from Algonquin or U Ottawa? Okay, a decent amount. So our best crossover hack is for any hackathon projects that involve teams that have people from any of the schools, Carleton, U Ottawa, or Algonquin. So if you have a mix of at least two of the teams on your two of the schools in your team, you have a chance to enter into our best crossover hack. And then earlier I saw you guys, a lot of people put up their hands for the first time doing their hackathon. So we see you. We have a competition challenge category just for that. So for the people that are submitting to a hackathon for the very first time, we will take into consideration and we will have a separate category just for you guys. And then finally, TS, PMO, ICL, FR, GNG, CBDO. In other words, our most outrageous hack award is their brain rot award. So if you can make a project that we think is the most brain rotted or brain nourishment, if you will, you have a chance to win it. So we'll do a subway surf this guy or something, I don't know.
Hello, everyone. My name is Baisam. I'm with the cuHacking or Hacker Experience team. So we will also be having a Carleton Impact Challenge. So Carleton Impact Challenge is basically a collaboration between cuHacking and Impact Carleton. And I'll pass it off.
Yeah, so my name is Ishra, I'm part of community engagement. So the challenge is brought by design, think outside the box. The challenge is status quo and show us how tech can drive meaningful change. So we're excited to see what you guys build. The gadget challenge next up. The challenge is to build a full stack web app in 2 days. So you're gonna have to solve real problems. And for the prizes.
So for the prizes, we basically on the first prize team, we will have $1,000 for the whole team. And for the second prize for gadget, we have the most found bugs, recorded bugs, and we give $100 for the whole team. And the third one is best new features suggested to gadget. You'll also win $100. And you can also find the information in gadget's support channel on Discord. Yeah. Also, we want to welcome QNX, our big sponsor today on stage, and they'll be talking about their challenges and QNX.
Thank you. Great thanks to our organizers. So hello, everyone. My name is Patrick Pearl. I'm a senior product manager with QNX. Great to be here tonight, and I'm sure all my colleagues from QNX agree. So I'm actually a two-time Carleton grad. I spent a lot of time in this room. If I learned anything at my time here is that the competition in the crowd tonight is quite fierce. So I certainly hope that you brought everything important. So, you know, your A game, energy drinks, water bottles, and most importantly, your laptop chargers. So if you haven't heard of us, let me tell you a little bit about what we do at QNX. We provide a set of software solutions, mainly built on top of our operating system, which our customers build embedded systems devices that go out in the world and do complex and important things. So you've probably interacted with a QNX device most days and haven't realized it. But if those devices were not to work, we could probably all know quite quickly. We are actually embedded in hundreds of millions of embedded devices, including 255 million cars. We're a Canadian company, we're based out of Ottawa, and we're over 45 years old. And our technology certainly changed in that time, but what hasn't changed has been our commitment to delivering a trusted layer of software that people can depend on in scenarios where it matters if things were to go wrong. So let me show you a few areas where you can see QNX software out in the world. One of the big areas is automotive. You may have heard the saying that a car nowadays is like a smartphone on wheels, but it's way more than that. It is the most complex, the most powerful, and the most widely spread computing platform on the planet. It has to be able to deliver exceptional user experiences with the latest technology while still do all of the simple, basic things, right? Like managing the battery, showing you alerts on the screen in an accurate and timely way. And that's not easy to do. A lot of these devices have the same trends. They're becoming more automated, they're becoming more powerful, we want more features, and this appears in all of these different areas. And where we help out is providing tools and software that can help make that process as effective as possible and make it as, you can be as confident in the device you put out in the field. Few stats about our role in the automotive space. There's a bunch up here. Really the key takeaway is most car makers nowadays have our software in it. And as a result, the people that build those cars want people who know QNX. Overall, there's a global shortage of skills in the embedded system space. And if you look at all of these companies and the jobs they're hiring, a lot of them are looking for OS skills, embedded system skills, QNX skills. They're asking us saying, where are all the QNX developers out there? And as a result, we created an initiative this year called QNX Everywhere that we're very excited about. And it's one of the reasons why we are here today. A key part of this initiative is we made our entire latest version of our operating system completely free for non-commercial use. So if you're a student, a hobbyist, you're learning about operating systems, you want to do your own projects for fun, you get complete access to the latest operating system that's going into all the latest cars, all the latest medical devices for you to learn. What we've also done is we've made access to our entire suite of online training, dozens of hours of content completely free as well. This is almost like a university level course that tells you the details about how our OS works, our kernel, our tools. You can use this to upskill and really differentiate yourself if you want to apply for some of those jobs who are looking for these sorts of skills and really trying to find people on that. So that takes us to our challenges that we have for you this weekend. We have two challenges, but at a high level, they have a lot of overlap. What we want you to do, if you haven't used our product before, to take it, try it out, and then find something that you know, a skill set you have, and use our product to build something that you are passionate about. There's two streams to these challenges. One that has more of a hardware focus. We want you to think about how can you build a QNX-based device that has some connections to hardware, does something in the physical world, solves the problem, does something cool. The other challenge is more software focused. Can you use our tools and libraries in order to build a sort of application that's going to run on a QNX instance, whether it be graphics, porting something from Linux, something that you think you can bring to the table and use our software to help build. If you sign up for our challenges, we will let you apply for the duration of the challenge, which is already going to be reset up to be able to run QNX with our latest image. And if you submit an entry to either of these challenges, you get to keep that pie and you get to use that to continue to fuel your embedded systems journey with QNX. For the prizes, we have a prize for either stream, a grand prize of $1,000 in Amazon gift cards, as well as an excellent QNX swag bag. And there's also a prize for the runner-up as well. So come find us. We have a workshop after the opening ceremonies where we're going to help people get set up. We have a bunch of people from QNX here today who are more than excited to help get a license, get the tools on, and really jumpstart your QNX experience this weekend. So that's kind of all I had at a high level. We have a QR code that will tell you where you can get all this information, all the stuff that we've talked about at a high level. And what I want to end up with is, from QNX perspective, this challenge is not just about getting you to use our software. It's about getting you to consider a career in embedded systems as a whole. I know as students, there's a lot of different areas, interests that you can be pulled in different directions, but there's only more and more embedded systems going out into the world. They're becoming more complex, more automated, and we're depending on them more. As a community of people making embedded systems, we want as much help as we can, and we would love to have you. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the weekend. And one more thing, we just want to show you what a day in the life of a co-op student at QNX looks like. Enjoy.
She says, take your time. That's a big deal right now. It's been one of those nights, one of those nights I ain't had in a minute. It's been a minute, had a opportunity to get it done. Better than saying this is the first time we did one. Jesus ain't your time.
Sorry about that. Thank you so much for having me. Great video. And who doesn't want to work in an office like that? And have a great, amazing experience with hardware. An amazing team.
So now talk about mentors. So during the 36-hour period that you guys are gonna be coding, you're gonna be running into trouble. Everyone does. Whether it be debugging code, whether you need help with an error that you just can't seem to figure out why it's happening. This is where mentors come in. You can find them online on Discord, on Mentors Help channel, and also you can find them in person at their booth by the green wall in this building. Also, we have full strip mentors who have helped us with mentoring. So from 10 to 12 p.m. on Saturday, you guys can go up to them and ask for help with your code. And now for Emily from LLH to go.
I'm excited. My name is Emily. I'm here with Major League Hacking. A little bit about me. I am a coach at Major League Hacking. I use she/her pronouns. And I love traveling. That's a great part of this job. I love the outdoors, so biking, hiking, skiing, whatever that might look like. I'm gonna go over everything in this slideshow, but if you want to recap anything, you can head to this link. It will have all the information that I'm about to talk about. Quickly, if anyone is not on the cuHacking Discord, that's a great place to find resources, connect with other hackers, stay in the loop of what's going on. So make sure to grab that link if you need. And I'll also be posting these slides in the Discord afterwards as well. But on a higher level, let's back up for a moment. What is Major League Hacking? So Major League Hacking is the global hacker community. We send coaches like myself to over 300 hackathons a year, just like this one. That pans out to over 1 million hackers, just like all of you. But what are we doing this weekend? So we're running some workshops this weekend, and we also have some very cool prizes that I'm going to talk about. First, I'm going to be running a GitHub Copilot workshop. This is going to be from 9 to 10 a.m. tomorrow, so you can get an early start figuring out how to use Copilot in your projects. It's going to be on floor 1 in room 1200. If you're interested in that, or even if you're not able to make it to the workshop, I would highly recommend you grab that GitHub Student Developer Pack. It has a lot of cool tools, and it allows you to use a fancier version of GitHub Copilot. So if you're interested in the workshop, it would be great to set that up now so you're all set to go for tomorrow morning. I am also doing a fun event. If anyone has a fast words per minute typing speed, I don't, but if you do, I'll be running a type racer friendly competition from 8 to 9 p.m. tomorrow in the game room. So I'm sure there's some of you out there who can hit like the 150s, the 200s. Hope to see you there. But outside of that, we also have some exciting prizes. I know that's a big draw of hackathons, and we're bringing some of our very own partners this weekend. So first up, Google Gemini. Google Gemini is an AI tool that I will actually demo at the end of this presentation, but it allows you to tap into AI skills within your coding and your development. If you use Google Gemini in your hack this weekend, exposing it somehow to end users, you can win a microcontroller and some other very cool stuff. Next, we have Cloudflare. If you build the best AI application using Cloudflare, you can also win a prize for that category. Cloudflare is a very cool technology, allows you to do some web hosting, security sort of stuff. So cool prize category to check out. If you're not familiar with it, now's a great time to learn it and to mess around with it. Next up, we have GoDaddy with the best domain name registry. This is something that all of you can do. As long as you're building some sort of web app, you can connect it to a free domain name that you can claim at this link. You should all have, grabbed one of the little business cards with the code on it for this weekend. So with that, you can grab a free domain name, and we'll be competing for the team with the best registered domain name out of those. We also have Auth0. The best use of Auth0 will win a pair of very cool headphones, for everyone on the team. Auth0 is very easy to get set up with. It allows you to set up authentication in your web apps, in a few very easy lines of code. I know that was a lot, so all of this is gonna be on that link that I showed at the start. It will also be on the dev post where you'll be submitting your projects at the end. So if you need to recap on any of that, you can head to either of those places. But I know what we're all here to do this weekend is build something cool. And I want to emphasize that I want to see everyone on Sunday demoing their project. Even if you don't finish, even if you're not super happy with how it turned out, there's something very valuable in showing off what you've been working on. This is 36 hours of nonstop work, so we want to make sure that you're able to get something out of it, you're able to brag about what you did, because no matter what, it's very cool. And you get a very lovely sticker, so that is the Internet Inchworm. I'd love to see all of you demo on Sunday and grab one of your very own iDemo stickers. On that note though, I also want to demo. We're gonna use Google Gemini, like I talked about earlier, to make a quick hack right here on stage. So I'm gonna head over to my Visual Studio Code. And I have an AI tool right here connected to Google Gemini. We're gonna see how AI can help us in our hacking. So here I just have a prompt that I have pre-written, basically just saying, make a web app with a chatbot in it that I can talk to and host it online. Nothing crazy. You can see that already the AI is reading that and it's understanding, okay, I need to run some commands. Again, with all of this, the technical stuff isn't the most important. If you're looking at this feeling lost and overwhelmed by what's going on, don't worry. This is a great space for people, especially at hackathons, to learn and try to follow along with the AI, right? So in a setting where you're working with this, maybe you'll have some more time to look at what it's running, take the time to understand it. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, that is a perfect place for AI to help you learn. So right now we can see it's figuring out that it needs to activate a virtual environment, which is basically just gonna isolate everything that I'm doing here so that anything that I'm downloading isn't gonna clash with other things on my computer. You can see it's installing some things that it knows it'll need for the app. So Flask to host the web app, Google Generative AI to actually create the chatbot responses. And you can see that it's actually running those things right in my command line. So all I'm doing here is just giving it permission to do things. I'm not typing anything. It's figuring out what to do. I will say sometimes this does go wrong. I don't know if we'll see that. Sometimes it goes wrong, sometimes it works. But when you're working with AI tools, a big reason that you need to make sure to understand what it's doing and guide what it's doing is that when something does go wrong, we all, I'm sure, have had that experience of ChatGPT going in on a weird rabbit hole and us being like, no, fix it. But when we're not able to follow what it's doing, a lot of times AI tools can actually backfire or become more difficult to use. So it's doing some more installations here. In a moment after the installations are done, we'll see it actually start writing some code. So we'll give it a moment. Installing and upgrading a lot of things. Slow installation apparently. So if this takes any longer, I'm actually gonna, this is a good case where maybe I wanna interact with the AI a little bit and guide it. Because I don't think that it actually needs preload to make this better. So let's cancel this and tell it you don't need. So let's see what it does with that. All right, so now it seems like it's heading down the right path a little bit more. So that's a great example of why when we're working with AI, we want to be able to follow what it's doing. Yeah, it will go down some weird paths sometimes, but have to help it out a bit more. All right, let's just tell it to start writing the code. So clearly what we're seeing here is that AI can do a lot of cool things, but it can also get caught up, it can hallucinate, it can make mistakes. So two sides of the same coin here, but we're seeing it do something very cool right now, which is creating these files and actually putting all that code in. So I didn't type any of that, it just went in and like dumped it all in there. We'll see what it does with this. So now that it's written that, it wants to try and spin up this web app and actually run it. So we'll see if that works. Cool, so it looks like it's hosting it on this endpoint here, so I'm gonna go to that, see what it's made for me. So I have this nice chat with Gemini here. Let's say, tell me about cuHacking. See what it says. Oh. All right, what do you censor this? So another good example of AI, not on the coding side, but just in general, getting confused with things, right? So obviously we're not at cuHack, but it probably thinks I made a typo or something. Don't worry, cuHacking, I'm sure is in there somewhere. But we'll do one last thing with this. I'm gonna ask it to host this on ngrok. Again, the technical details aren't super important, but just for context, ngrok is a tool that's gonna let all of you also access this web app that I just made. So right now, I'm just running it on my own computer, but with ngrok, it'll expose a URL that I'll share in the Discord later that you can all go to, play around with the AI, see if it can tell you about cuHacking, which it didn't want to do for me. All right, it does seem to be struggling with the API call here a little bit. So we'll give it a second, and if it's not getting it, it might be slow Wi-Fi, it might be bad API limits, but if it doesn't go on, I'll close the event. Oh, there it goes. All right, so we'll see if this runs it. All right, there we go. Now it's doing the right stuff. Okay, so you can see it figured out that it should run this ngrok command to host it. I am so sorry. So now if we go to this URL, it should have our same web app. I'll post this in the Discord so all of you can go to it too, but it's a cool demo of how you can use Google Gemini in your hacks this weekend. If you build something similar, if you use Google Gemini in a different way, you'll be eligible for that prize tag. So I want to wrap up on a serious note here. MLH hackathons are a safe space for everyone. By being at cuHacking, you've all agreed to the MLH Code of Conduct, which you can find at this link. If incidents come up this weekend or you need to reach out or report anything, MLH has Contacts available over email and over phone on this slide here. But the general gist of things is to be kind to everyone and to make this safe and inclusive and fun experience. So I want to say another thank you to all of our MLH partners that we bring this weekend. And that's it for me. So have a great hackathon.
Thank you so much, Emily. And who doesn't want to participate in the village challenges? We get some good prizes. Here we have Shar. Alright. So, the workshops. We have 3 types of events throughout the hackathon. We have workshops, we have general fun events, and we have tech talks. So tech talks are from people in the industry, professors, or people who are starting businesses. We will definitely be posting about these in our Discord. They'll also be on our schedule. We will definitely like to have you guys attend them. It's a big learning opportunity to learn more, ask questions from people who have already gone through certain stages of life. Also, we have workshops intro QNX, which is mandatory to attend if you're going to do the hardware challenge for QNX. So if you want to come there, it's on the first floor in 1201, your staff building. Yep. And there are other workshops too, which we'll be posting on our Discord as well. Look forward to seeing you guys there.
Right, we got some also fun events. During the hackathon, when you're going for 36 hours, you're gonna be pretty tired. You're staring at the screen all day for 36 hours. You're gonna be frustrated, you're gonna get tired. And that's why we got some fun events. So you can take a look at that. It will be on our schedule on the portal, so you can check that out when you guys want. And also, for food and hacker spaces, the food we'll announce that on Discord. And hacker spaces, we have labels distributed everywhere, so you can navigate using those. And also, for general help, you need to go to the elevators beside the green wall, and we'll help you out. Again, we'll post a schedule on that portal, so don't worry, we'll just look after it.
I want to thank you everyone for coming to our cuHacking 6, and we really hope to see you hacking. We're excited. Let us know it again. Oh, by the way, so voting starts officially at 8. We can't start before that.
Some difficulties with the portal, but it looks like challenges are on the portal, so you can take a look at that. And we'll keep you guys updated. Happy hacking!
That's one we're also going to link in Discord as well. Okay.